In this video, I'm going to give you my recommendations for the top 5 things to do in Chania. Hello guys, and welcome to another video. This is the 4th video in this Exploring Greece series. So if you don't know, my channel is about healthy lifestyle, being active, doing sports, going to the gym, eating well, and traveling as much as possible. So I've been doing a series of my summer holidays to Greece. It started in Athens, then we went to Crete, and this is the 3rd video related to Crete. So if you haven't watched the previous videos, go and check them out. I'll leave them here in the cards. I think they're really good. I think you're going to enjoy them, but this one is a little different. In this video, we take you through the exploring of Chania. One of the main towns, you have Chania and you have Heraklion, which are the 2 biggest towns on the island, and it was so cool. So in this video, I'm going to give you my recommendations for the top 5 things to do in Chania. Let's get started. So first of all, explore. You need to explore the old town. So we started by visiting the Venetian Port. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's in the Venetian Quarter, obviously, and it has this fantastic lighthouse. Hello from the old town of Chania. We are now in the Venetian Port, in the Venetian Quarter, and we're making our way towards the lighthouse. This is beautiful, and it's calm, actually. So compared to the other night that we were here, it's a drastic change. But this is beautiful. Very nice vibes. So here we go, walking alongside the wall. Here we have the main Venetian port, and we're going all along this wall until the end to reach the lighthouse. I know the question that you're all asking is, can you walk around the center of Chania without your shirt on? Or at least that's the question that I've been asking myself. So this is the lighthouse, very nice. The water here as well. You really want to take a dip in, but they say no swimming. Beware if you're going on the wall. You'll need to do these weird maneuvers to be able to pass because the corridor is quite narrow. Then we walked around, we explored the streets, had a look at the shops, just marveled at the amazing architecture and honestly the vibe of the town, because from what we grasped, the Venetian Quarter is one of the most lively and picturesque places in all of Chania. Okay, forget what I said earlier, this is busy as hell already. People all around, lots of vendors trying to convince you to get into the restaurants or to go on boat rides and shit. What do you think of the port so far?
Very nice place. Very busy.
Very busy.
But very nice.
What do you think of these streets?
These are much more what I was expecting of Greece.
It's just not that white and stuff that you see from pictures of Santorini and stuff, but it's much more traditional, I think. Then we moved on to the Jewish Quarter, which was significantly different in its architecture, the width of the streets and stuff, so take a look. As you can see, the alleyways here are much wider, and this is typical of the Jewish Quarter because it's a bit more advanced. It was at a later stage and they needed wider streets to carry goods from one place to another, probably in carriages and stuff. So we are in Chalidon, which is one of the main squares off the Venetian Port. You have a Starbucks, obviously, full of people, full of tourist traps, lots of commerce and stuff. And this basically leads everywhere. You can go to any of the quarters from here or to the port. Finally, on our way back to the car and on our way to the beach, we went through the Turkish Quarter. And honestly, that was the one that I found least interesting of the 3. But take a look and see for yourselves. the Turkish Quarter, and what I noticed is that all the buildings are more modern and not as pretty, honestly. So we've been walking around Chania for the past hour, I think, and we've got a pretty good grasp of the place. Honestly, it's a very nice old town, especially the Venetian Quarter. It's full of restaurants that look very cool and that you want to sit in and spend a few hours chilling at. But we don't have a few hours, so it was a nice experience. I'm actually sad that we didn't spend a bit more time here. Off to one more beach before we have to go and drop off the car and head to the airport. Would you like to stay here if we stayed here again, or would you prefer to stay further away?
It depends on the season, the weather, because if it was very hot like it was now, I think I prefer to stay closer to the beach.
Yeah.
But maybe if we came like in the spring or autumn when it's more fresh, definitely here in the center.
So tip number 2 in this video of the 5 best things to do in Chania is drink coffee. I know it seems very simple, but the Greeks don't take their coffee lightly. We sat down in this restaurant overlooking the Venetian Port after we had been wandering around for a bit, and we didn't really research anything. It just looked cool, so we sat down. And guys, this was the best coffee I've ever had. It was €4 for a cappuccino, and the foam on the top it didn't even look like milk. It looked as if it were made of cream. It was so thick and frothy. It was magnificent. So hands down, the best coffee I've ever had. And just like this place, practically any place you go to in Greece will serve you a great coffee. So if you're a coffee lover, make sure to enjoy a nice coffee whenever possible. So we just sat down here at one of these tourist traps overlooking the lighthouse. But this is a vibe, honestly. Such a nice cafe. Very nice. And we've got a fan, which is Joanna's best friend. I think she likes this more than me. What are you drinking?
Strawberry juice.
And what's the other thing?
Strawberry something. I think it's like slushy.
Yeah, looks like it. Did you order them the same so that they match?
No.
I've got a Freddo cappuccino, which looks fantastic. Look at that foam. Ooh. Vibes. Next, number 3 of this list of things to do in Chania is to go shopping. So Chania has a huge variety of shops that you can choose from. Anywhere from souvenirs, local, art. One thing that we found was very characteristic were knives. Apparently knives are a very typical thing from Chania, and they were beautiful. But we found all sorts of things. Lots of clothes, chess sets, mini sculptures, magnets. Everything was absolutely beautiful. So walk around all of the old town, have a look at the beautiful shops. One thing that's very noteworthy about the shops is that they try to maintain the traditional architecture and they build the shop into whatever architecture the building has, or they try to emulate the traditional architecture. So most of the shops are very picturesque. They're not modern and they don't try to do a different style of architecture inside a building that shouldn't have that sort of architecture. They adapt to the environment, which is beautiful. All the shops look amazing and you just want to walk in everywhere and spend all your money. Tip number 4 is go to Marathi Beach. So this is the beach that we went to after we had been exploring the old town. It was the last beach that we visited on this stay in Crete, and it was just before we headed to the airport to go to Santorini. That'll be the next video. And it was a very pleasant surprise. Apparently this is a beach that the locals love to visit. We honestly didn't see any tourists. It looked like everyone was Greek. They had a very nice restaurant that, even though we didn't eat there, it had a very nice atmosphere overlooking all of the beach. The staff were actually very nice. I just went there to buy water, but they were very, very nice. And the beach wasn't huge, but it was big enough, and you had the nice sunbeds. The water was very clear. We did get a stormy day, but we enjoyed it very, very much nonetheless. So it's a nice addition when you're exploring Chania and you don't just get stuck into the town sort of tourism, and you can go and do some beach tourism, which always feels good, especially in the summer. We have arrived at Marathi Beach, and it's very close to the airport, which is a very good thing. We'll only take about 15 minutes to go to the rental car place and then to the airport, so very close by, and we'll be able to enjoy the rest of the day here. You've got this very nice restaurant here. This is very chill, as you can see, not many people. One bad thing about this is that clearly there's some sort of a storm forming, so it's a bit cloudy, but still warm anyway. Got the water, which looks very nice, even though you can't see the colors as well because it's not very sunny. We've been chilling here for about 2 hours. The clouds are increasingly getting darker. Look at that. I felt 1 or 2 droplets of rain. Did not expect to feel that on this holiday, or at least I hoped I wouldn't. The sea still looks pretty nice. Number 5 on this list. Honestly, it should be to eat, but strange as though it may seem, we never ended up eating in Chania because we just had dinner at the hotel, or we had eaten before, so the timings just didn't add up so that we could eat. And we did have some nice restaurant recommendations. So on my personal list of the things that I did, number 5 is go and get pictures for your Instagram. All of the old town is absolutely magnificent. From the port, from the little narrow streets in both the Venetian and the Jewish Quarter, from all the nice restaurants with the flowers and stuff. It's just such a beautiful vibe, such a beautiful town that you're gonna get the best Instagram pictures. So go and stock up for the year because it's gonna be worth it. Magnificent place. And that's it from me, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a bit different from the ones that I've been doing, but I thought I'd just change it up a little bit. So get ready because the next one is going to be all about Santorini. And that's, I'm sure, the one that's got the most hype behind it, the one that people have been most looking forward to. I've been posting some nice pictures, so if you're not following me yet, go and follow me on Instagram. The link is in the description. And make sure you're subscribed and stay tuned for the next video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.